Date of occurrence, Matthew here. This is a Yamaha CJ-818SB that I have unfortunately come across. It's my late uncle's. My aunt gave it to me this holiday season, along with a really cool vintage Dan Electro that's going to be a project that I'll show you later and in a separate series of videos. But this I wanted to go over this because it's functional at this moment. When I got it, it hadn't been set up in quite a while, and I'm not a genius at setting up acoustic guitars yet. Haven't done it a ton. I can set up an electric guitar really well, but it's a different ball game. But the action was super high when I got this, so I took off the old strings that hadn't been used in a while, and had to sand down the saddle quite a good bit. But I think I might have gone a bit too far. It's still not quite where I'd like it in terms of action. It's still a little high for my liking, but it's completely playable. Like, this was about what my Martin came out of the factory, actually. So completely playable. But the reason why you might have noticed it's in B standard is, one, because it's as you might have seen, it's kind of a Grand Auditorium Gibson copy. So it's really big and deep. So an open G shape in the baritone tuning just sounds great. And I have a feeling this is probably where I'll keep this guitar, because I've got my triple O that I really love, and it's good to just have something else. But to break into what this really is, it's a Yamaha copy, as I mentioned before, of a Gibson Grand Auditorium shape. It made in the late 70s or early 80s, from what I can tell. I've heard conflicting reports on whether it's a laminate or ply all around, top, sides, and back, or whether it's a solid top. Either way, I know it's obviously not solid all the way around. It was a budget copy guitar, but there's still, for a rather old guitar, worth between $500 to $800 nowadays. So obviously there's a reason why you would still maybe want this guitar. If it's 40 years old, it's just got that. Anyways, it sounds lovely. I mean, for what it is, it's cool. It's got the aged ripples on the top, as you see from older guitars, and it's neat. I gave it a good clean up because it was once again pretty dirty. But yeah, the reason why I've got it tuned so low is in standard tuning, I think I might have taken the bridge a bit too far. I might have to change the neck. If anyone has any ideas, let me know, because the action's fine, but tuned to standard tuning, the E string buzzes, not on the strings, but on the bridge itself, which is a conundrum to me. I'll have to research that, or if anyone has any ideas, leave them down in the comments. Yeah, so I'll tune up to standard tuning right now and show you what that is. Okay, so now that I actually tuned it up to E, that rattle seems to have gone away. It's only E flat, which is what I normally play in. That buzz happens. When I went down to B, it was totally fine. And when I'm up to standard, it's fine, which is perplexing to me. I don't know why it would do that, but in E standard, you can tell. Yeah, so it sounds lovely. I think, I don't know what you think, but my personal opinion is it really shines in that low kind of baritone tuning. It just, the warmth low end that this, big body provides, thick big body provides, just suits itself really well to that baritone sound. It sounds maybe more even. I'll get out the triple O and I'll give you an example. I'll strum a couple chords on this, then on that in standard tunings, and I think you might see that it sounds more rounded, more suited really to the instrument itself and that lower tuning. So I'll play something on this and then I'll play the same thing on that, and I'll think you might understand like the balance of tones is more suited to standard tuning on that than it is on this. Holy G chord, Holy G sus chord. Now, I don't know what you heard. What I heard from that is certainly the Yamaha, just by the nature of its, size and girth all around. It's a bigger, in air quotes, sound, but it's not as balanced, as nice as the Martin in that key. But tuned down, as you heard earlier, I think this really shines more so in than this does tuned down low. It sounds good down low, but it's really kind of meant for being up high just because it's a smaller instrument. And that kind of just comes down to physics, doesn't it? I think tuning this up, it loses a lot of that, the niceness, the characteristics that it doesn't have the high end to suit, and it's kind of dampening the low end. I don't know if any of this is making any sense at all, but I'll finish with a song, I suppose. What do you think about the Yamaha? I think it might be an interesting thing if you find one in a pawn shop for $300, $400, $500, and you're looking for a guitar like this. It's not too bad. It's a pretty good thing. I definitely didn't want to take on a guitar that wouldn't actually add something to my collection of too many guitars already. And this is it's a unique thing. It's different enough from the Martin that I think I can keep it in that baritone tuning and just have something different to play when I need something different. Yeah, so that is that. Thanks for watching, tuning into this episode of State of Occurrence. Like, comment, subscribe, listen to the music if you like it. Subscribe. Here's a little song on the Martin. Not the Martin, the Yamaha. The horses say beneath his head our Lord was born to a manger bed, that all whose wells run dry could drink of his supply. To keep him warm, the sheep drew near, so grateful for his coming here. Come with news of grace, come to take my place. The donkey whispered in his ear, he said, child, in 30-some-odd years you ride someone who looks like me, untriumphantly. While the cardinals warbled the joyful song, a hill make right what man made wrong, bringing low the hills that the valleys might be filled. The child asked the birds, well, aren't they lovely words we sing? The tiny baby laid there without saying anything.
maybe I'll make friends someday with the cows and the pens and the rambouillet, but for now I'll keep away. I got nothing smart to say. There's a sign on the barn in the cabbage town. When the rain picks up and the sun goes down, sinners come inside with no money coming by. No clever talk nor gift to bring requires our lowly, lovely king. Come you empty-handed, you don't need anything. The night was cold and clear as glass, with the sneaking snake in the garden grass, as deep cried out to deep, the disciples fast asleep. And the snake perked up when he heard you ask if you're willing that this cup might pass. We could find our way back home, start a family all our own.